Well, hello and welcome to a new video where we are going to take a look at the performance of the Nvidia RTX 1080 generation in the game Helldivers 2. And we're playing this at 1080p with the ultra quality render scale and basically a mixture of, I think we're just gonna set this to, no, I'm gonna set it to ultra first because we do have 6 GB of VRAM here and I wanna see how much of a limit that is. But it's basically a mixture of medium to high settings here. So let's join in and see just how well this will run in the game. And this is inside the DELL Precision 5690, which means that not only do we have a Core Ultra 165H CPU in here, but we also do have 64 GB of RAM as well. So maybe this massive bonker amount of RAM is actually going to help us here. And I don't think we can actually play there. Oh shit, we actually already lost this planet. Ah, okay, I guess we're just gonna go, let's go here because the terrain, with the vegetarian terrain, the planets, those are usually the hardest ones to run. So I'm very curious to find out just how well this card will handle that. Because with all the vegetation and stuff that we have in this planet, we usually should see the most demanding areas in the game. And since we're playing this on the super Helldive difficulty, that also means that we will see the most enemies spawning there. So this should also give us a good indication just how well the Core Ultra 165H performs in this game, which I really hope performs very well because it's a 2024 flagship CPU and should obviously therefore perform adequately, I hope, in a game like this. But since the last updates, Helldivers 2 has become very CPU reliant, and yeah, I guess we'll just have to gonna go and find out just how much of that is going to be relying on the CPU, because usually obviously we should see the GPU limit here, because I think even though the RTX 1080 is around as fast as the RTX 5000 Max Q, which I have another Lenovo ThinkPad here, due to the 6 GB of VRAM, we probably going to see some limitations due to this because of the graphics card and not because of the CPU. All right, and we're in the game, and obviously you can see there's a shit ton of action going on already here. So the perfect day to benchmark a graphics card. But yeah, you can already see we're not even in the GPU limit. It's actually the CPU limit here. And the CPU which is holding us back here. So that's really interesting. I would not have expected that. But yeah, I guess it is what it is. And I honestly think the Ada RTX 1000 is very much a step up from the RTX 3050 that or RTX 1000 or A1000 which you had in the last generation. So it definitely is a very capable GPU, and I really think the only drawback to this one is the 6 GB of VRAM that you have. Because if this one would have like 12 GB of VRAM, then I guess it would be a very fine gaming GPU even for the next years to come. But yeah, just like that, it's probably not gonna be the perfect card here. But yeah, I mean, you can see we're playing this at the Super Helldive difficulty, and there's so much going on, and we are at pretty high settings here. And we're still seeing super playable FPS as well as a completely flat frame time graph. So a very much great experience in my opinion right now. And I would definitely have no problem playing through the entirety of the game. And to be quite frank, I don't think there's actually going to be much of a dip in FPS in this game, because we should have seen like the most demanding scenarios already here. Which makes me wonder if we may be able to actually go ahead and look at 1440p resolution here. Because, I mean, we're still gonna use the ultra quality upscaling, whatever, but let's just go ahead and use 1440p here and see just how well this card performs there. Holy hell, I would have not expected that, but this is still a fairly playable experience. And I mean, obviously now we're in the GPU limit. Our VRAM usage is obviously still not completely maxed out. As you can see, we're just at 5 gigabytes right now. I mean, I guess the game would allocate more VRAM if we actually had more, because on my 6900 XT as well as the RTX 5000, I actually do see a higher VRAM usage when playing at these settings and this resolution. So yeah, I guess our RAM is helping us out here because we actually do have pretty fast, low-powered. I think it's. I really don't know which RAM it was, but it was the fast one available, and it's also obviously quite a lot at 64 gigabytes. So this may be helping us here a little bit. I can't tell that for certain though. But yeah, even at 1440p, I mean, we see a little dip here, but nothing to be concerned about, I would say. Dropping to the 40s here with a lot going on. Yeah, but it's still absolutely fine and alright with me. So yeah, pretty much a freaking great experience, which I would have not expected, to be quite frank. I really would have believed this game to fare a lot worse than what we're seeing here. So absolutely, if you have the RTX 1000 or the RTX 4050 for that matter, you can definitely play Helldivers 2 and enjoy the game with definitely a smooth gameplay. Obviously not a 60 plus gameplay all the time, at least not here at 1440p right now, since we're absolutely in a GPU limit now. But yeah, it's definitely a great experience, and you will definitely miss out if you have not played this game yet and haven't given it a try so far. And if we're dropping a little bit, I mean, into the 40s here, still that's absolutely fine in this game. And yeah, this is like definitely the most intensive thing that you will probably see in this entire game. So I guess we can definitely assume that this will run very well in every scenario here.